And joining me now is conservative author Ann Coulter. All right, Ann. So, UC Berkeley, they invite you. The students invite you, and you have a date, you buy your ticket, you're all set to go, and then they disinvite you. And then what happens is, the next day they say, because they're getting all kinds of heat, because, you know, they're a taxpayer-funded university, and they're the founder, you know, or the birthplace of free speech, and they say, okay, you can come, but you can come on a day when no one's here. So what is the latest?
Right. Well, I'm still optimistic that I'm going to speak. I don't think it should be that hard to arrange. I've done it hundreds of times, gone to college campuses, spoken, taken questions, good time had by all, have a glass of wine and leave. It's not like they have to arrange for this to be done in outer space or underwater. And I would add that the California University of California Chancellor, Janet Napolitano, she used to be, you know, Obama's Secretary of Homeland Security. She had to keep the entire nation safe. I think she can keep a college campus safe.
Okay, now, when they say there's a security threat, I assume you don't buy that.
Well, no, I'm sure there is, but as you know, though as you point out, Howard Dean apparently doesn't, and none of the administrators do, you can't use the heckler's veto. There is loads of First Amendment Supreme Court law on that issue. You can't use the excuse that some people are complaining about this because that's just a ruse for viewpoint discrimination.
All right.
Only one side gets...
Yeah, they get to veto free speech. So let me ask you this.
Right.
When Milo Yiannopoulos spoke there, one person, as I said in my open, was arrested. It went on for 12 hours, $100,000 in damages. Tells me, I've been in law enforcement for 30 years, there was a stand down. Now, if there's a stand down, it tells me that campus police and city police weren't making any arrests. Is there a message there as well?
Yes, that's what we've been hearing. I mean, obviously, a lot of the rank and file police would like to do their jobs, but at least, they don't want to come on camera and say it because they've been threatened by the mayor.
Right.
But they say, no, I can't stand this. I signed up to be a cop and to protect the innocent, and we're forced to stand as innocent people are being beaten up under threat of being fired and being made a laughingstock, apparently, at least according to one of my sources on the Berkeley police force. The mayor says that he has lots of friends in local and national media, and anyone who tells about this order is a whistleblower on this order, will get in big trouble. So the mayor will have plenty of national media to put on display this Thursday because I'm showing up. I hope I can give my speech. Maybe Jerry Brown will call out the National Guard.
So this Thursday, the 27th, the original date that was contracted, for which you bought an airline ticket, for which you're going to show up, and I'd love to show up just to see you. You're going to show up. Where are you going to show up? On the lawn, in a building? You going anywhere in particular?
Well, it's this Thursday, the 27th. I'm not sure. I'll be busy working on my speech. That's up for the university to arrange where I'm supposed to be speaking, and it's up to the police to keep me safe. So I'm hoping they all do their jobs, and I'll do my job and work on a really good speech.
Okay. Now,
so that's what I'll be doing. All
right. Let's talk about the fact that Bill Maher has come to your defense. Even Bill Maher has said last night on his show that, you know, this used to be Berkeley, the cradle of free speech, and now he called it now just a cradle of F-I-N-G babies. So as far as a lot of people are concerned, they're rooting for you. So what will it take to get free-thinking people who recognize that this is America to provide the protection that you're entitled to? Let's say that you were a dignitary.
I think I am a dignitary, Jeanine.
How about a state dignitary?
No,
I'm not going to insult you.
It's interesting. That's right. It's interesting that how insulated and fascistic university administrators have become. That the people who are ideologically aligned with them. I mean, not just Bill Maher, Chris Matthews, Margaret Carlson, I mean, Robert Reich, who's a professor, works in the Clinton administration, is a professor at Berkeley. But they have become so insulated from reality that even people who are on their side are sitting back saying, what are you doing, Berkeley? We have a Constitution and a First Amendment. And I mean, it makes it especially egregious that this was, you know, the home of the free speech movement. It makes it especially egregious that this is a state university. This is government action deciding which speech can be heard and which speech can't be heard. But any public any university is accepting massive amounts of money from the taxpayer. They can't do this. This isn't a private club.
This is a violation of your civil rights, correct?
Of my constitutional rights, of the college Republicans, and this has been lost in a lot of the stories. The main group, student group inviting me, isn't a conservative group. It's a group that likes to have debate. It's called Bridge Cal. They had a pro-immigration speaker last week. I'm coming next, or this week, this upcoming week. They just want to have debate. I want to have debate. It's a lot of fun.
I gotta run in a second. Are you worried about anything?
Well, I guess I'd prefer to have a room with a mic and be able to take questions and answers. I find that much more interesting, and it's hard for, you know, subtle humor to come across on a megaphone. But if that's how I have to speak, that's how I'll speak.
On a megaphone,
and as for my
in a
safety,
yard.
no, I think the cops are going to keep me safe. I think there are enough of them who are serious about doing their job.
If they believe in their badge and what they swore to do, they will. Ann Coulter, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.